Hello, everybody. My name is Benjamin Castillo, again, the amputee guy. And it's, let me see, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 1:57, and I am unable to sleep. It is super, super hard to sleep. As you can see, I'm really tired, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. I have phantom pain, and for those who don't know what phantom pain is, it's pretty much it's my brain telling me that the leg that I do not have anymore, it's bothering me. Like, I cannot put it more simple than that. So about, let's see, almost a year ago now, not even, I had a third surgery again on my leg. I had a revision for my amputation. So my stump developed a neuroma, which is a hard bowl shape tissue kind of thing around my, like, on the bottom of my stump, and it was impossible for me to be able to move and to be able to um, use my prosthetic. And also on top of that, I developed two small spurs, bone spurs, which is bone growth, kind of like pointy growth that was affecting my mobility. Thank you for those who watched these videos. I know I haven't, you know, posted anything in a very long time, and I apologize for that. It's been really crazy around lately, and I apologize for that. But I'm gonna be trying to keep up with all this. So, a couple of things I'm gonna try to get out of the way. Uh, Getting back on the update for the surgery, the last surgery I had, it was a successful surgery, as you can tell. Um, they were able to remove the neuroma, or the tissue that was surrounded by. I'm trying to find the word. The tissue that was covered in. I forgot the word. The nerves. There you go. They were able to remove that, and they were able to fix also the spurs that were growing upward. So my bone was, if you see the bone going down on my leg, right, almost right where the cut is, right on the bottom on each side, there were growing two little bone spurs upward. So every time I put my leg on, or my prosthetic on, um, I'll have this sharp uh, pinching sensation on my muscles, and so yeah, they were able to sand those off. After that, so here's the thing: the doctor told me that I was gonna be able to, get back on my prosthetic. Probably after 4 weeks. He said, "Oh no, you're gonna be fine in 4 weeks." So so I made plans, for 4 weeks to be out of my prosthetic. And unfortunately, it did not take 4 weeks. This time, the healing process was even longer than the first one. The first one, I think it was like a few months, and I was already you know, on my first try on prosthetic. I remember I didn't even have the final prosthetic, and I still had these clear plastic cast. Yeah, because it was not even a prosthetic yet. It was the cast that they use for, for my prosthetic. They just put all the mechanisms together, and they put the knee and the foot, and they let me use it, to be able to get used to the functionality about the prosthetic, and to let me practice with it. So I did have that leg for, you know maybe like 2 months, and then they gave me my last prosthetic. So I was able to use that, and then I was able to have my prosthetic leg for a couple more months, and then the doctor, or the prosthetist, decided it was best for me to have a different leg. So the first knee that I had, it was a mechanical knee. So what that is pretty much a simple knee. It kicks, it bends, so you can sit down. It flexes, so you can move around, and it locks when you need to lock it. Like there's certain things that you can do to move around, and to be able to lock your knee, so you don't fall when you're standing, things like that. And then they decided, well, they told me about these amazing knee, and I don't know if I'm gonna be in trouble for this, um, but they talked to me about these amazing knee, that it's the Autobot knee. Um, they use it for combat in amputees, for like the Air Force, not the Air Force, but the Army in general. For amputees that they need to go back to combat. So it's a really, really super amazing knee. It has um, the option for me to control it via Bluetooth on my phone. Um, what else? It has two microprocessors. Um, has to be charged in order to function, and the battery lasts for a full week when I'm using it every day for at least, a good 8 hour on every day. So it will last probably about. Oh, so sorry. Like my body is tired, but I cannot sleep. Like my brain keeps going, like, and I still have that sensation. Anyways, so yeah, this knee is amazing. The foot is amazing, and so they decided to have a meeting with the people of Otterbock, and to let me try it. So we did. I went over there. They had everything for me. They had the knee, and I tried it on, and it was amazing. I was able to eat to eat. I'm hungry. I was able to walk, and it was awesome. Like it was super smooth. Like I was able to walk like I had two legs again, and so we decided to work uh, with workers comp, and I thought they were gonna say no. For some reason, I thought they were gonna say, it's. I'm sorry, but this is super expensive. This is something that you don't need, and I totally needed it because, the way they explained it is, I was super young. I was super active. I needed something that it was gonna be um, good for me for you know for a good amount of time. It's not that it's gonna be um, with me for the rest of my life, because things change, and technology changes, but it's gonna be with me for a good amount of time. So I was afraid that uh, the insurance was gonna say no, but thank goodness they said yes. So they did, and I got my leg. Like a few months later, I had my prosthetic, and it was amazing, and it was beautiful, and I was able to walk, and I was able to go back to the gym, and I was doing deadlifts, and I was yeah, I was able to do plenty of things that I didn't do before. But then these neuroma and the spurs started to grow, and things started to get bad. My mobility started to decrease, and every single month it was worse and worse and worse. So I kept talking to my doctor, and they sent me to, get some tests, and finally they discovered that all those things were there, and they made plans for um, to be removed surgically. So I did. I had the surgery, and then my doctor told me 4 weeks is gonna be good. And then 4 weeks passed, and I was not getting back on my leg. I was not healing fast. I was not able to get into the prosthetic again. So it took me probably a good 7 months to be able to go back to try my prosthetic on. And the thing is, when you spend a good amount of time on your bed just eating the goodies that people so nicely brings to you because you are in a recovery process, you tend to gain some weight. So I did. And I gained a lot of weight, and I was not able to go back into my prosthetic. And so they decided to go bigger on the cup that keeps my stump in protected. And so there was another few good months that I had to wait for my new socket to be ready, and finally was there, and I finally was able to start walking again. And with the new surgery, I got new complications. Like I discovered that I have, like, yeah, it got rid of the pain that the neuroma was giving me, and the no splinters, the spurs were giving me. But now, like, my hip muscles were kind of tired all the time. So even though I keep, doing my exercises like the way my um, therapist was telling me to, like, it keeps, like, it's not as bad as it was the first few weeks I went back to my prosthetic, but it definitely was hard. And anyways, so it's been, let's see, I got the surgery in May 2018. 2018? No, I think it was 17. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I think it was May 17 when I had the last surgery. So, yeah, it's more than a year that I had that surgery. And even though I'm better, because of my weight fluctuation, I'm not able to use my prosthetic. I'm still fighting the the weight problem, but I'm gonna be putting my mind to it, and I'm gonna be working for it, and I'm gonna lose the weight, and I'm gonna go back to the way everything was when my prosthetic was amazing. Man, I'm so tired, but every time I try to close my eyes, my brain keeps going, and it keeps telling me, like, screaming at me, your leg is hurting, your leg is hurting, your leg is hurting, your leg is. Can you imagine? all that, especially when you're tired. Um, so a lot of people know, like friends and family, they know that I have a baking business, sort of. I bake at home. I do custom cakes for a lot of people. A lot of people like I'm a famous baker. No, but I'm gonna try to be one day. So I do custom cakes for those who are close to me, like the area and all that. And I recently created a YouTube channel for that, and it's called The Baker's Castle 101. I'm gonna be teaching a couple of things. For those who want to visit my Facebook page, it's The Baker's Castle. So THE and then Baker's apostrophe S, Baker's, and then Castle, like my last name, but in English, Castillo Castle. Um, so yeah, if you want to go visit my Facebook page and you want to go visit my Instagram, I haven't been able to use my Instagram a lot, and I have like a ton of cakes and cookies that I need to post on my Facebook and Instagram page. But yeah, please stop by, comment, um, share everything you do to help me out. It's welcome. Um, yeah. So, a couple of you guys, a couple of you, it's. I'm trying to do this like it's, like I do this every day or every week. But one person, told me I should sue the hospital and I should not mention it. I tried. I definitely tried. And it didn't go through. And the way that the lawyer explained it to me, it was complicated. So that one I let it go. Anyways, um, the other one is that I should make a video about me using the crutches or me um, putting on my prosthetic. I'm gonna be maybe showing you, the kind of prosthetic that I have and all the components and how it works. So all of you know what's going on. For those who, are amputees or are going maybe through the same thing that I did, just be strong, stay positive. Something that happened to me is I went backwards on my healing process. And I'm not talking about the physical healing, I'm talking about the mental healing and the spiritual healing and the emotional healing. I went backwards because I did not give myself the time to uh, suffer, not suffer, but to mourn what I lost. You know, I kept listening to everyone saying that I was so strong, that I was so positive, and that I was amazing, and that I forced myself to be positive and strong in the beginning. Like everything's gonna be good, everything is gonna be fine, and I did not let myself mourn what I've lost. So just so you know, for those who are watching, who are amputees, who are, just lost something or someone even, um, just remember everything takes time, and at the beginning, it's definitely gonna be hard and it's gonna hurt. And something that I always remember, something my mom told me, is I was not just a piece of leg. I am more than that, and you will discover that too eventually. So stay strong, be positive, yes, but give yourself the time to mourn, and give yourself the time to forgive yourself for whatever reason. And then start your, journey to the recovery process. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard sometimes. It's super hard to get up in the morning and start my day and remember that I don't have a leg anymore. Sometimes I get depressed. Sometimes I wonder, all those questions that I'm guessing I'm gonna ask myself for the rest of my life. Why me? Why now? Why this? But just remember that it doesn't matter how many questions you ask yourself. What matters is that you keep walking, and along the way, you will receive the answers. I can promise you it's gonna be a day after the amputation, or a week after you lost someone, or a month after you broke up with someone. Whatever you are going through, remember you are strong. You were made of divine matter. You are a son or a daughter of God. If you believe in that, that's awesome. And if you don't, I promise you, you were made of that. And one day, you know, you will receive all the blessings that you deserve if you just stay strong. It's never easy. It's never easy. But I promise you, someone, there is always someone you can reach out to and ask for help. There is no weakness in asking for help. So do it. And yeah, I'm here. Ask me anything. I'm trying to be an open book, um, especially about amputations. You know, and I'm still learning on how to do a couple of things as an amputee. But definitely, this is a journey that it needs to be shared. There are things that people need to learn. You know, um, there are things that need to be shared and need to be learned. And I hope this channel will help us to do that. So there we go. That's me, Benjamin Castillo, the amputee guy. And have a good night. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. Let's see what time it is. It's 2:19 in the morning. It's 23 minutes after recording. And remember, stay positive, be kind, and never give up. Peace out.